Check. Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06. I'll give you a second to come down on frequency. KI6EIV from Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06.
How's that? Is that a little bit better?
No, keep on coming down a little bit more. Yeah, that radio of yours likes to be a little bit high on frequency. Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06. That's pretty close. Close enough for government work. How's it going?
Going good, going good. Up here on the hill, I've got my 9-element out tonight. It's a little windy, so it's a little tough to put up, but it's been a while since I put it up, so I'm glad to have that up. And then I'm pushing about 100 watts. Yeah, ready to go.
Good deal. Well, it's 7:30 here in about 30 seconds, so I'm going to take a standby and see who else shows up. KA6US.
711, K6MI.
Hi, John.
Hey, Aaron.
What was that, Eric?
Can you hear those guys from down south yet?
I heard.
Are you still there, John? K6MI, WV6JMP, course call.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of chatter down south for a second through Mike's radio, but I haven't really heard too much. And then we just had JMP pop up in course school, but he probably can't hear me off my loop. But we'll wait for Mike. Mike is pointed down south once he gets in the shack and gets the net started. K6US.
I'm here.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf 971. Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, good evening, Dave. I hear, excuse me, I hear Dane in here. Good evening, Dane, 107. You're in there first. I heard John, K6MI. We've got you, K6US, 1079 and 1100. And we've got Dave. Good evening. And I'm ready to go. I'm pointed south and waiting to see what happens here.
982 here. ZKE 704.
Good evening, Terry. 704. Are you back in the garage or are you still working outside?
No, well, actually both. Bad carburetor on one of my lawn equipment and doing the yard.
Good evening, Mike. KM6SR and Bozo 1200 KN6 UKN. And I had a couple other check-ins before you got on.
Okay, Rob, hang on a second.
982 is here.
Good evening, Daryl, and good evening, Rob. And who's the other check-ins, Rob?
Well, we had Eric in there, 1044, KN6 EID, and we had John, K6MI 711, and then I think you've got the rest of them there, 107, 971, 719, 982, and 704.
Yes, I got them all. Good. And it was good to see Eric. If we'll be down his way, he's probably hearing me this way. Let's just check and see if he's still on frequency. Eric, KN6EIV, are you copying me pointed toward LA? Roger that. I got you here. Yeah, Mike, I want to thank you and Rob. You guys are so gracious the other day. Thank you so much. Yeah, Roger, Roger, Eric. Got most of that. A little ragged at the edge, a little QSB on you. But if you, thank you for coming up and visiting, and hope you had a good time. And we got a few things taken care of, and hope you had a safe drive home. KN6EIV, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, roger that. It was no problem getting home. Got home around 8 o'clock. Anyway, thank you so much. That was one fun day.
Yeah, a little rough copy. Just hang on a couple of minutes. Once we work the LA guys in, we'll come over your way. We've got quite a few of the local boys already checked in here. So it won't be long, and we'll be able to point right at you, and I'll get a little better copy. By the way, looking through my inventory, I have at least one 2M1K2 amplifier, a solid-state kilowatt. That would be available if you're interested in something that big. And at this point in time, anyway, that one, I did find a D1010 also in the shelf. That's 110 watts out, 110 watts in, 110 out on 432. Solid state brick, runs on 12 volts. Mirage D1010. So we have that one too as an add, as another amplifier. Anyway, we'll talk more about that in a few minutes when we get more your way. See, who else do we have here? And we're waiting for the LA boys to come in. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Central and Northern California.
Hey, Mike, Eric was saying he had a good, fun time there, so I want to pass that on. KM6SR, standing by.
No, I heard that part. I just, was something afterwards that I missed.
He's booming in here up in Corscold. He's just like he's across the street.
Who's that, Eric?
Yeah, Eric, yeah, he's coming in here great, Mike.
Well, give him a call. I'm sure he'd like to work you there. It's KN6EIV, Echo India Victor, and his name is Eric.
KI6, Echo India Victor, KG6, Charlie Echo Fox. Do you copy?
Roger, roger. Yeah, I missed the name, though. My name's Eric.
Yeah, Eric, first personal here is Daryl, and I just wanted to comment how well you come in up here. You're really booming in. I think Dave, who lives up here, probably say the same thing.
Oh, roger that. Yeah, I got a 9-element Yagi on hilltop here. I'm mobile right now, so I just off my truck, and then I've got a amplifier that's maybe 100 watts.
Well, you're doing a great job. I'm just talking to you on a little 4-element beam, little tiny thing. But I'm up on a mountain, so that's probably why it works as good as it did. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello, and you sound great.
Thank you so much. So do you right now. Yeah, your signal report is really good here, too. I usually have a 4-element Yankee also, but this time I brought out the 9.
Okay, Eric, would you please give Daryl your grid square, because you have a very rare grid. You should exchange grids on your first contact. And you do the same, Daryl, over.
Well, mine's 7.
Oh, you didn't get through.
Oh, roger that. Daryl, I'm in Charlie Mike 95. Charlie Mike 95.
Oh, I wouldn't even know where to look for that. I'm in GMO7 here.
GMO7, yes, I got that. Thank you.
Mike, you'll have to show me sometime on the grid where that is.
Well, it's west of Bakersfield.
Oh, okay. Well, that gives me a better idea.
He's in Atascadero there, which is just on kind of the gateway to the coast over there.
Yeah, okay. Well, I like what he's doing. That sounds like some of the stuff I used to do. Only with the CB, we take a big old beam up on a mountain and talk, yeah. Anyway, that sounds like fun.
Okay, let's see if there's anybody else. I'm waiting for the LA guys to come up here so we can get that one out of the way. Let's see, WA6AAJ, are you here, Mike? AA6 Sugar usually isn't, but are you here, Mike? Bill?
Sir, 727.
There's 727, gotcha. Thank you for coming in here. You'll be... I want you to be pointed south so you're ready to work the LA guys when they come in.
Roger.
Okay, and maybe we'll get WA6OAB in here for a few minutes this evening. We got N6BYH hanging in the wings somewhere. K6MTS up there in Prather. I haven't heard him yet, so anybody else to check in here, please come on in. K6MYC.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo.
620, good evening off the backside there, Mike. W6PE in Oakhurst, K6MYC. How are you tonight?
Doing good. Yep. Busy weekend. Got a lot of the outside work done I needed to do, but it kind of wore the body down.
Tell me about it. I was crawling around under citrus trees for about 4 hours today. It wiped me out. I got some citrus tree fertilizer, but all the trees I have are what we call miniatures. They're dwarfs, so they don't have a big trunk. They start at about 1 foot above the ground and go out from there. So I'm crawling around on my belly trying to fertilize that area, and a pretty good area. You're supposed to fertilize all the way out to the edges of the leaves, but that's called the drip line. But I can't do that much. I don't have a well around them. They're on the hillside, so. But anyway, I did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trees fertilized today. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, let's see. Who else do we have down south, or in the San Joaquin Valley here, or anywhere in the sound of my voice? How about Phil? WB6GGY off the backside. Phil, are you there?
KG6USS up here in the high desert looking over the San Joaquin Valley. Anybody want to check in on the Bozo Net? Bozo 871 high desert. Hello.
I don't think John's pointed up this way yet, Eric. Rob.
I heard him pretty good, Mike. I think he is. It sounds like he's horizontal. How you doing, John? KG6USS, KM6SR, number 432. Over.
Got you in here loud and clear. How you doing, bud?
Oh, doing okay, I guess, for an old guy.
I don't think you're as old as I am, and I know you damn sure ain't as old as Mike is.
No, Mike's caught me on a little bit, but I bet you I'm older than you are.
Well, anyway. All right, well, I got you loud and clear in here, and I heard Mike there for a minute.
Well, I'm here. You were just kind of down in a hole there, but you're coming up good and strong. Good evening. 47 for your log. John, good evening. KG6USS. We've got a couple of others for you up here. K6MYC.
All right, I'm listening for him there, Mike. Let's go, guys. KG6USS up here in the high desert.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Bozo.
Go ahead, Mike.
KG6USS, WA6AAJ 727. Little weak tonight. Over.
Yeah, Roger, 727. I've got you, and likewise, a little weak tonight for sure. But I got you on the log. Thank you.
Roger. Thank you.
KB6RQU, Bozo 61.
There he is. Old Bozo 61 is in here. Good evening, Rick, I should say. And pleasure to hear you. Quite surprised to hear you about a booming signal. Mike, you want to say hello to Rick while your mic's in your hand there, Mike? Over.
Roger. KB6RQU, WA6AAJ. Hello, Rick. You are good and loud tonight.
Hey, good evening. KB6RQU returning. Good to hear from you. Over.
Roger. Glad to hear you again. Back to Mikey.
Okay, anybody else for either John in the high desert and Delta Mike 14, KG6USS, or Rick, KB6RQU and DMO5? Anybody else want to call? Go ahead.
How you doing, Rick? Old Bozo 61, KB6RQU, KM6SRR.
High desert here, Roger.
Okay, got two of you one time. I got the old guy there in the high desert. Checking in there, thank you, and hello to Rob.
Yep, good to hear you on there, Rick. I also heard Tony in there, AJ6PD, Mike.
And KG6USS.
Yeah, go ahead, grab up Tony.
Are you hearing Tony, Rick?
Oh, no, I said you go ahead and get him.
Go ahead, make a call, Tony. You may be being heard down in DMO5. AJ6 Papa Delta 1237. Go ahead, Tony, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike, 1237 AJ6PD.
Are you hearing the guys down south?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Sierra Hotel India, Southern Cal.
Yeah, you, Pat, PMD?
No, it's Operator Dale, Bozo 998, Net Controller, KN6SHI, Rob.
Okay, can you give me your Bozo number again? I'm Bozo 47 up here in the north, over.
Yeah, Bozo 998, Bozo 998, Mike.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Mike, you got it? 998, good to hear you. Rob, you copying him?
Oh, yeah, I've got a copy of Dale. How you doing, Dale? KN6SHI, KM6SRR.
KG6USS 831 up here in the high desert, going back vertical to Southern California. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, 7-3, John. Good to hear you. Look for you on Wednesday, perhaps.
Roger, Roger.
Let me hear you, John.
Yeah, Dale faded out on me, Mike. Anyway, Rick, how you doing down there?
Yeah, doing just fine. Over.
Roger. Have you got your 6-meter up and going, or is that still broke?
Yeah, it's still there. I might get some help here in a little while.
All right, that'd be great. Hey, there's a couple other guys that were on every once in a while. Do you hear them anymore, or they just gone away?
Oh, the other guy there, he moved, and I don't know if there's any here that gets on the sideband there. I keep waiting for Alex, but he's still putting things together after he's moved there, so it might be a little time before he gets up a horizontal antenna.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, let us know when he gets on the air here, and we'll call him. Anyway, good to hear you, Rick. KB6RQU, KM6SRR.
Oh, very good, Rob. KB6RQU.
And we are listening for N6SWR. Ben, are you in there tonight? Yeah, I hear the guys in LA, but I'm not hearing Ben. Okay. Well, I think we've pretty much got it all we're going to get here, at least tentatively. So let's go over to get QUI and EIV and Tascadero. Here we go.
Company trace.
Rick. Check around. You might have some boys in the Bay Area with your signal. You might be able to get to Santa Cruz. So stand by. We're going to be Santa Cruz right after we finish with Tascadero. Over.
Yeah, I usually hang around for a bit.
All right.
How you doing, Pat? W6PMD, KM6SRR. You're booming in here.
Good to hear you, man. Over the noise down here is tremendous. I can hear you guys. You're not moving the needle much, but put me on your book there if you would. Number 58, W6PMD. Thank you.
Okay, Pat. Yep, I already got you down there. Thanks for being there.
Thank you, Pat. Yeah, not real strong tonight, but Q5, W6PMD, K6MYC, 73. I think he's copying me.
Hey, Pat, did you copy Mike? He gave you a shout?
No, glad to hear him. He's way down. My noise level's tremendous tonight, even with 2 noise blankers on. I can tell he's in there, but that's about it there, Mike. Number 47, K6MYC, W6PMD.
Okay, Roger. 7-3 Pat, K6MYC. Yeah, he's way down for me. He's not anywhere near where he should be. I don't have the best propagation in LA tonight. I'm hearing the vertical guys better than the horizontals.
I doubled with you, Mike. 73 Pat, we're going to go over to Tascadero.
N6SWR calling K6MYC.
You want me to give Ben a shout, Mike?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
N6SWR, are you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? N6SWR, KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by. Well, I guess I have a much better propagation than you, Mike. Didn't hear anything.
KJ6TYO 1009.
Hello, 9. Good evening, Ron. Good to hear you. How are you doing?
Doing good. I thought I'd catch you when you're aimed my direction. So there you are. We are checked in.
Yes, I am. I'm pointed at you, and you're loud.
All right, real good. Get a hold of the boys over there in the Tascadero.
Okay, KJ6TYO, Charlie Mike 96 from K6MYC, Delta Mike 07. And we're looking for KM6EIV. Eric, go ahead. About W6QUI.
I'm here, Mike. Good evening. K6MYC, W6QUI.
Yeah, very good. Good to hear you. You're very light tonight. You must be maybe still pointed down toward LA. The backscatter to you guys to LA wasn't very good tonight. I could copy Eric in that direction, but he was weak. But you're not very strong either coming up from a Tascadero. So, but it was a pleasure to have you up here. Glad you could come up, and hopefully you'll have that 1296 amp running for us on Tuesday night. W6QUI with others here, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Well, I couldn't let it sit there and get dusty. I had to build an interface for the key line from my transceiver. It just has a 0 to 5 volt logic signal, so I had to buffer that. And it takes about 6 watts. I get 120 watts out with 6 watts in. Over.
Wonderful. Very good. Congratulations. Yeah, I was being cautious saying it was 110. But if you're seeing 120, that's about the same thing that Rob was seeing. Over.
Yeah, well, yeah, I ran the drive up and down a little bit. Just for an instant, I ran up. I got over 150 watts, so it's only rated at 60 watts apiece. So try to keep it between 100 and 120, so it's in the safe region. Over.
Yeah, Roger. More or less linear. Okay, very good. Well, Rob, over to you. KM6SRR, go ahead.
How you doing, Ron? W6QUI, KM6SRR. Yeah, you're a little weaker than normal, but I've still got a good copy on you there, over.
Okay. Well, you're down a little with some multipath or flutter, but you're Q5. Always hear you.
Yep, always hearing you over there, too, so good. What happened to Eric? We were talking to him earlier, but I guess he had to do something?
Oh, he's still there.
KM6EIV, KM6SRR.
Hey, Rob, this is KM6EIV, Bozo number 1044.
Yep, already got both you guys in there. Good to hear you. It was good to have you guys come over. It was fun having a good talk.
Oh, yeah, Rob. Rob. Yeah, I enjoyed it a whole lot. And I'm going to take some pictures of the pickup with the antenna on it. And you got an email or something? Or I guess I can find you on QRZ, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what QRZ has for me, but if you got a pencil there, it's my last name, EGAN, at netptc.net.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, repeat that, Rob.
Well, I didn't hear what Ron was saying. Go ahead.
Oh, he said he just needed you to repeat it. It's Egan, E-G-A-N, at netptc, N-E-T, Papa Tango Charlie, all one word, .net.
You're too quick for me, Mike. I was going to give it to him phonetically.
Okay, just to make sure it's Echo Golf Alpha November at November Echo Tango Papa Charlie Tango.net.
Papa Tango Charlie, you got it reversed. Ponderosa Telephone Company, PTC.
Roger.
Okay. Okay, let's see. How about you, Mike? Are you copying the boys over there in Atascadero? WA6AAJ. Go ahead. Well, he's already ducked out for dinner or something. Anybody else hearing him down there in Atascadero? Give a call now. Otherwise, we'll move on to Santa Cruz.
Okay, nothing heard, Mike. I also want to thank you for the hospitality over there. Really enjoyed the visit and to see all the stuff you got up in the air. Pretty amazing. So, yeah, I'll be on with higher power on Tuesday, W6QUI.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll certainly look for you on Tuesday. We got our fingers crossed that we can at least scratch a weak one out, even though I got a lot of dirt in the way there. Okay, well, then if you didn't read it, on the sign on the gate section or the fence coming into the property as you enter by the flag there, there's a name called Rancho Acero. Rancho Acero. Do you know what acero is in Spanish?
Negative over here.
I do.
It's steel. Sierra Tango Echo Echo Lima. So there's a lot of steel in the air on the property. We grow steel, not cows. It also is interesting, but my name is Stahl, S-T-A-A-L, which is the Danish way of spelling steel, S-T-E-E-L. Over.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Just happened to work that way. So anyway, my wife Myrna said, "Why don't we call this place Rancho Acero?" I thought, "Oh, it's good for me." So there you are. You were visitors at Rancho Acero in Friant, California, near Fine Gold Creek. We thought we might name this little community here Fine Gold, but so far it still remains Friant. We don't have a post office. 7-3s, guys. Great to have you up. Thank you very much for coming. Enjoyed the visit. Hopefully you picked up a few tidbits of information, and we had fun. I wish I could have taken you more around, but I can't drive the ATV anymore. It's not safe, and it's not handy for 4 of us in there. Anyway, you saw the bulk of it. You saw all the antennas anyway. The rest of the property is just open land and so on. 73 W6QUI and KN6EIV, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net moving up to Santa Cruz.
73, Mike.
73.
73, Mike. Yeah, thank you so much for the tour. That was great.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. towards Santa Cruz, and we're looking for KW6 Sugar and Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Who do we have? Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Lee, are you there? How about KW6 Sugar? Tom? I think they're both worn out from the contest. That's what they said. They might not make it because they're going to be tired from the contest. WB6JNN. Let me move up a little more your way, Jim. And good to hear you in there. This should be pretty close. WB6JNN, K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Mike. K6MYC, WB6JNN. Well, I'm still working on my antenna workaround here. I just about ready to get the Oscar antenna back on a new mount for it here, closer to the window, and I don't have to go on the roof to get to it. Yeah, I wish I could do that with the main system, but it's a little tougher. But that's okay. We have 2 meters, and we have 1296, and we have 220 on there, and I just can't reach the 432 antenna to do anything with it, so it's too high up. All right, so that's the story here. Been a warm day. Cat's out in the backyard now that it's cooled off, and he doesn't want to come in. WB6JNN.
Yeah, smart cat. Okay, yeah, it was a glorious day here. I worked until about 4 o'clock, and then we quit, and then I watched some news for a little bit, and then I went and sat on the front patio, and it was just glorious. Temperatures in the probably around 80 degrees, but nice cool breeze coming across, and we got a new piece of hose and a new nozzle, and Judy was out there happily squirting the front deck off. We have a bat family that lives up in the eaves right in front of the front door, so we always have a big pile of bat guano waiting for us as we step out the front door, so that was something that bugs her. She puts a rug there that we can change regularly, but still there's little edges of bat guano that doesn't make it to the rug. Over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, you do get the bugs in the Central Valley there. We get some here too, but mainly just flies and small, well, we have some mosquitoes, I guess, but not too many. And we have some, like most people call mosquito hawks. There's 2 varieties. Crane fly is another term for them. What else do we have for bugs? Well, ants. We have, right now, we're having the little teeny tiny ants. No big ones, just the little teeny tiny ones. I guess they can get through the cracks better. WB6JNN.
Yeah, well, one way or the other, they take care of the bugs. I think we get a few mosquitoes, but boy, the bats living on the front patio or living in the eaves of the front overhang of the house is just perfect. I mean, they take care of the bulk of our flying insects, that's for sure. All right. Thanks, Jim. Good to hear you. Anybody else copying Jim want to say hello? Go ahead. K6MYC. Sounds like it's just me tonight, Jim. Anyway, good evening. We'll see you tomorrow on 222 for sure. WB6JNN, okay on your Oscar antenna improvement and getting it closer to where you can work on it more regularly. That's good news. What you need is a crank down tilt over tower, but I don't think it'll fit in your yard.
Well, yeah, whatever. Hey, by the way, the 1296 transverter that I was using before is available if anybody's looking to get on 1296, because I have the 9700 now, so I don't need it.
Are you looking to buy a used 9700?
No, I have a...
Oh, you have a 9700. So what are you going to do on 1296?
On 1296 is available if somebody's looking to get on that band. Can be got for a reasonable price. So it's available. It's 3 watts, I guess, is all it is. But it's one of the ones from overseas there, Ukraine, I think. Anyway, so that's available if somebody's looking for one.
Oh, okay, very good. So it's a 3-watt, 1296 transverter. What's the IF, Jim?
That one's 2-meter IF, and the Ukrainian outfit also makes a 30-watt amp for it. It's the SGS technology or whatever it is.
Okay. Very good. Well, Jim has a 1296 transverter available. It's a very low power unit, but there is a 30-watt, I think, unit available also from the Ukrainian people that make it. So it could be boosted at least to 30 watts. So that's available at a very fair price. Anybody interested, get a hold of WB6JNN. I'm sure he's okay in the call book, or contact Rob, and Rob can get you more information on Jim's. Probably got Jim's phone number and other things there. All right. Thank you, Jim, and we'll see if we can find a home for your transverter there. Maybe we could get Mario. Mario might want to take you up on that. Oh, no, he's got a 9700 now. He doesn't need it. So I'm just trying to think. Maybe Larry, not Larry, but John over there, KD6WVL in Modesto might take you up on that. I'll tell the boys about it when I get over into the Central Valley there. Okay, who else do we have in the Bay Area for a 2-meter Bozo check-ins? K6MYC.
K6KL1.
Good evening, Russ. Take one.
Okay, no checking in here. Nothing new going on. Not at all. Very slow weekend. I did work a few people in the contest, but nothing spectacular. Back to you, Mike. K6MYC, K6KL1.
Okay, was it? I thought the contest was very good, at least on the low bands on 20 meters. I heard a guy was pointed toward VK. I was trying to work a friend of mine in VK3, and right on the same frequency calling CQ contest, of course, was Lima Tango in Latvia. And so I worked him backscatter out of the Pacific, and he was S8, and told him he had a good signal backscatter, and he still was calling CQ, so I turned around and pointed at him, and he gave me a 9+20. He said it made a big difference when I turned around, but it was good either way. So that was interesting. So one Latvia contact on 20 meters, and then I went over to 40, and we worked a 9 Alpha 3 in Croatia, 9 Alpha 4 actually, in Croatia. And that was the sum total of my activity. I could have worked more, but I just didn't have it in me. Anyway, both signals were good. The 20/9 was 10/9 from the 9 Alpha on 40 meters, so big signals there as well. So the bands were wide open to Europe in both directions for all practical purposes. So how was it for you?
Okay, I was only on there for a short period of time in the middle of the night, mostly on 80 and 40 meters. Worked 3 or 4 guys, and including Ken Keeler. So that's about it for me. Back to you, Mike, K6KL1.
Well, wasn't the band open on 40 for you to Europe or Africa or someplace?
Yeah, Roger, no problem. I had, the normal Europeans and some of the guys off the coast of Africa, too.
Yeah, okay, very good. I didn't stay on to try and work Africans, but because it was just too crowded. All right, good. Let's take a standby and see if there's anybody else. You might make a call if I don't hear anybody come back. QRZ Bay Area Bozo Net. Check-ins, please, from Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Over.
KA6UYH.
KA6UYH. Good evening, Chris. Let's see, 1226, right?
Roger. You got it. Good to hear you, Mike. Good to hear the other guys. I don't know if the band is doing as well. You guys are a little bit low, but nevertheless, we're still able to work everybody, so it sounds good. Making progress on the 6-meter. I don't know if I'll make it for tomorrow night, but we're definitely getting closer, so.
Okay, good. Well, we'll be there. And if you can even get a little power into it, maybe you can work Gary and some of the other guys that are on 6 there. AB6SR and Gary both should hear you. You're kind of halfway in between them, I think. Or maybe not, but close enough. Anyway, you sound okay on 2 here. I don't see any, well, maybe it's not pounding as loud as it normally is, but it's certainly plenty of signal. So no problem copying there, Chris. Good to hear you. And I'll take a standby and see who else we have in the Bay Area, please. K6MYC, Bozo Net. Where's W6PQL? KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, W6PQL.
You would talk about 6 meters. What's his call sign?
Who is that?
I think it's Gary. Gary's the one that we're talking about that try to work him on 6 meters because he's close.
Yeah, WB6WNI, Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November Italy.
Roger, okay, thank you so much.
Yep. Okay, we're looking for AB6SR. Where's Stan? Must be fell asleep with his Merlot in one hand. Very quiet here on Sunday night. W6PQL, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KD6JSM, K9ZPY.
KM6SR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I got a phone call. Did I miss somebody there? Did you talk to Gary at 1090?
No, not yet, but he'll be in later. Out of the Bay Area, we only have Russ and Jim, WB6JNN.
Okay, yeah, I heard those two. Thank you.
Yeah, Course Gold has smoked the Bay Area as usual. Congratulations, Course Gold. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go on up to Oakley here and see what happens. Coming up to Oakley. Contest must be wiping everybody out here. Haha. N6RO, K6MYC, over.
Yeah. K6MYC and company, NR60, N6RO. We had to change our brain, all of us, 9 operators in the contest this weekend. I'm Bozo 835, and the high temperature was 88. Still didn't have to turn on the air conditioning in the house, but we had to in the shack because we had 6 transmitter amplifiers going. Not all at the same time, but when the bands were open, we did it. Contest-wise, we ended up with 6,378 QSOs and 1,322 prefixes, 17 million points, and it looks like we're going to be number 4 or 5 in North America and USA. And dinner-wise, I haven't done it yet, but it's going to be a seafood extravaganza with sea scallops from Hokkaido, South American shrimp, red shrimp, and let's see, what else? Anyway, 3 different seafoods and broccoli. So that's where I'm at. 2 overnighters is going to make me sleep all day tomorrow, N6RO.
Okay, well, just as long as you get on for 222, you can sleep right up to 7:45, 8 o'clock, over.
That's what I'll do. I'll probably haul out about 4.
Yeah, okay. Sounds like you did very well in the contest. I mean, you didn't win the damn thing, but that massive number of contacts, 6,000 Qs, holy cow. And 137, how many prefixes?
1,322.
1,322 prefixes. I guess that's what it's all about. Well, I worked too. I gave out contact number 1 and number 2 out of my station. I worked Latvia on 20 meters on the back of the beam, or actually backscatter out of the Pacific. That's how good the conditions were. S8, S9 to Latvia on the backside, and then I turned around and got 20 over in the front. So 20-meter conditions were really good to Europe. And I went over to 40 and worked Croatia 9 Alpha 3, 9 Alpha 4 actually, and it was 10 to 20 over 9 there also. So both bands were ripping and snorting. Over.
Yeah, I think we doubled a little bit there. The high bands were okay, good openings at times, but not consistent. We're definitely on the downside of the cycle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that's to be expected a little bit, I guess. Well, go ahead and enjoy your seafood medley with all the shrimps and stuff, scallops and shrimpses and broccoli and whatever. Have a good rest. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow on 6 and 222, Ken. Good evening. N6 Radio Oscar, K6 MYC.
I should be okay tomorrow. And, the third seafood is that good old, the thing with the tentacles.
Oh, yeah, squid.
And testicles.
Squid.
Yeah.
Watch out for the flying testicles. Said tentacles.
Yeah. That's, I'm always going to say it that way.
Okay. Well, if you cook them right, they're not too rubbery.
Well, they have a rubbery thing to them, but that's okay.
Yep. Better than chewing on a condom, I guess.
Roger.
All right, good night. All right. Let's see. How about you, Mario? Are you home in Turlock? Such as it is, home is where you have your ham shack. KO6IQR, over.
K6MYC, KO6IQR here. And, yeah, I'm here, obviously. And you're right about that. Ham shack goes wherever I go. Portable. That's a necessity, not a luxury. Over.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep you from going crazy. For sure. Well, good to hear you. Good strong signal tonight. And yeah, we'll be looking for you, of course, on Tuesday night. But with your 1296 thing, I did loan the amplifier out. It's down at Ron's place, W6QUI in a Atascadero. Now, he could have a path up to you, so you might even hear him if you listen early on the net, because we'll be starting with him in the first 10, 15 minutes of the net on Tuesday on 1296. His call is W6QUI, and he'll have a smashing 120 watts in your direction now, and got it home, got it running already. So it was just a matter of making the keying circuit work, and he fired her up, and there 6 watts gives him 120 out. So who could complain? He's got it as a loaner for 3 to 6 months, and then it'll be available to somebody else. Hi. So there you go. KO6IQR, K6MYC in the Bozo Net.
Well, sounds great, yeah. 120 watts is better than 10, I suppose, any day of the week. I'll probably be able to hear him, but we'll see if my crushing 10 watts will make it down to Atascadero. If there's nothing in the way, I'm sure we can make a contact. Over.
Well, it'll be interesting even if you can hear him, because that'll tell you that if you had 100 watts or so, you could probably make the contact. And on a good peak or a good some ducting or inversion down the valley, you could make it all the way down to Atascadero. He has a nice clear shot up the valley, and he puts a booming signal into the valley from there. So He's got a pretty good station. I think he's going to also add antennas, but I don't think the antennas will be. I think he's got 4 antennas, but right now I think he's just running 1 or 2. So the station will be improving as time goes on there. All right, let you go, Mario, and we'll see you perhaps on 6 meters tomorrow. KO6IQR, K6MYC for your final.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, we'll see. I think I missed one day this week. We worked extra late. I didn't even get out of the job till about 8:30. So it was a long week. I worked 69 hours, and including Saturday. So we'll have to do it all over again until we finish at least the next 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know if you get overtime, but that's nice if you do. No tax on overtime now.
So I get overtime. You betcha. It's the only reason why I'm not complaining too much. So I get overtime, and this is a prevailing wage job because it's on county property. So it's gonna be a good couple weeks. Maybe a new amplifier for 1296.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night. And hopefully, I think 6 meters should be fine condition-wise. I don't think we'll have any trouble. Hopefully on Tuesday, the band will be half decent on 1296 there. Take care. Let's see, KD6WVL, John, are you there?
K6MYC, KD6WVL, 1179.
Gotcha. And it was good to work you on 432 the other night, no problem. Good to hear you here. Good strong signal here, of course. Over.
Oh, yeah. I'm still fiddling with this dang amplifier. I'm going to have to get it looked at because it's intermittent. I had a nice QSO with K6IWS in Placerville, but it didn't last long, maybe 10 minutes, and it pooped out. So I'm going to have to get somebody to look at it. Over.
Yeah, what's the amp again?
It's a TE Systems. It's, let's see, it's, 141 DG, OG.
Okay, what, 10 watts in, 150, 170 out or something?
Roger, yeah. Yeah, it's intermittent. Like I said, I can tap it. The lights will kind of flicker. You hit a little harder, it'll come on, and it'll work for a while, and then sometimes if I just transmit it, it goes off. So there's something loose in there.
Well, I think TE Systems is in Los Angeles, and I think they're still in business. You might contact them to see if they have somebody up here that closer up this way that could look at it. I'm sure we can find somebody to look at it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I remember back in the day, their customer service wasn't real great, but I don't, that was 25 years ago, so I don't know what's with it. It's a nice amp. It works good when it works. Over.
Well, it's not real great now, I don't think, but I wouldn't swear to it. I haven't contacted or done anything with TE Systems for many years, so who knows? Anyway, keep us informed. This is on 2 meters, the amp?
Roger, yeah, 2 meters.
What are you using now, barefoot?
I'm using the preamp on it. It'll stay on, but then I'm just, 50 watts on the 706.
Okay. Well, for me, that's fine. Man, you sure don't want to drive that thing with 50 watts. You probably want to drive it with 10 to 15, right?
Roger. Yes, I dialed it down. In fact, I have a sign on the front of it. Check the power, dummy.
Okay, good. And check the antenna ports, dummy.
Yeah. In fact, I guess I better put a sign over there, too, huh?
Yep. Put a big sticker on your forehead also. Can you read that one on your forehead? It says, I'm a dumb MFer.
Yeah. Well, I got it set up totally different now because I had to pull some pigtails out. But, yeah, I want to get it working because it was kind of nice when I had 150 watts, and it's nice to have that extra preamp over.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure the preamp will help you. That's for sure. Well, I'm sure we can get it to have a look at it. When you open it up and you tap on it, you can't see anything loose or anything that makes it be intermittent, no matter how you wiggle it, huh?
Well, yeah, I didn't have it open when I didn't have it connected when I opened it. So when I opened it, I looked at it and fiddled around, and I couldn't really see anything. You know, nothing looked burnt, nothing looked loose. But I'm going to open it again and look around a little more.
Yeah, leave it hooked up this time, even if you do it with an added jumper cable so you can get it out on the bench. Leave it thing hooked up to an antenna so you can hear. You should be able to hear the beacon on 144.2, 274 or something, 290. Anyway, Frank's beacon is up there somewhere, 144.2, 275 or so. Anyway, that should be something you could put on, and then you can just let it run on that frequency and start to wiggle things in there. I'll bet you'll find it that way.
Oh, yeah, I usually can hear that beacon pretty well, that and 432. But, yeah, got to get it going. Yeah, I'm still working on getting a 9700. That'll be the thing to have now.
Yeah, that'll help. You'll have 100 watts, I guess, on 2. So that'll be a help, and then you almost won't need the amplifier anymore.
And there's always 7.3 all around, 86WVO.
7.3. Anybody else? How about W6WZZ? Are you awake? Okay, I'm not hearing anybody else. Anybody else before I go to Sacramento? This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie beaming up to San Joaquin, Sacramento Valley. Nothing heard, Sacramento. Here we come.
Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, 756 for check-in.
Yeah, and you're loud too, 756. Good signal tonight on 2 meters. I don't know what the hell was going on the other night, over.
I don't know, we just had a path that was up and down and all over the place.
Yeah, anyway, you're sounding good tonight. We loaned out the amplifier that we talked to you. It's down at W6QUI's place in Atascadero. He'll be on Tuesday night. Might keep an ear out for him. He may have enough signal to propagate up to you. It is putting out 120 watts. He hooked it up and it turned right on and worked. He put 6 watts in and he gets 120 out, over.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, if he's in the same path as you, hopefully we'll make a contact.
Yeah, he's actually right on the edge of the San Joaquin Valley, on the eastern edge, or the western edge of the valley, just opposite Bakersfield, sort of. So it's a possibility that he could be heard all the way up, and hopefully N6RO can hear him. So that'll be an interesting one. He's in Charlie Mike 95, so it's a very rare location from a grid square standpoint. There's not too many people down there. All right, good to hear you, Darren, and we'll certainly look for you tomorrow. One of these days we'll look for you on 222, but probably not tomorrow. Maybe on 6, and then we'll certainly look for you on Tuesday night. Hopefully conditions will be better than the last week or so. KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
All righty, Mike. That was 50-50 on Monday. I got a lot going on, so I may not make Monday, but I do intend to be around for Tuesday night. With that, I'll kick it over. I know Bill and John are both waiting in the wings. Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. Good evening, Mike.
Okay. I'm trying to get the readout right here for Bill. I had gone a little bit too far north for you. Hopefully, have you heard Bill on tonight?
Yes, KO6IQR.
KO6IQR. Go ahead, Mario.
Hey, sorry to break in. Phil has made several calls to you, Golf Yankee, and I don't think you heard him.
Well, I wasn't pointed up at him. But I'll stand by now. Here we go. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike, and everybody else in the Bozo group. Let's hang on a second here. I think I got to get a little more power out. Let's see here. There we go. Get the amp turned up a little. KO6KD, Bozo 776, checking in, and I listened this morning a little bit before the net. My other net that I check into on Sundays started. Didn't hear anybody, so otherwise I was going to say good morning, but guess I missed everyone, or the bad timing. But anyway, I'm checking in now, and John's out here, so I'll just stand by, and hopefully throughout the week we'll be able to catch you guys on 40 in the morning. K6MYC from KO6KD.
Okay, very fine, Bill. KO6KD, sounds like you're feeling a little better. Pain going away from the stone business.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Mike, that was the most excruciating day and a half I've spent in an awfully long time. Yeah, that quarter-inch stone, and then there was some other stuff that came afterwards, and I'm just here to tell you that was absolutely excruciating. So, but things have quieted down substantially, and I've just kind of been trying to catch up on some of my sleep, just because it just wears you out, going through that kind of agony for so long.
Oh yeah, I can believe it. Okay, well, I'm glad you're feeling better. That's good news. And we were on a long time this morning. We started a little bit late. I didn't get there till about 20 to 9. I wasn't there quite at 8:30. 20 to 9 I was on, and Phil and I chatted, and then Bob was in. So Bob, Phil, and I, and then AI7D Mark was in. I think that was the 4. We didn't have anybody else beside that one until at the end of the net. Another guy checked in, but it wasn't a net guy. So all of us stayed on for the better part of an hour. We were probably there till at least 9:15, 9:20. Over.
Yeah, the net control, his name's Russ. He started calling me about 20 minutes to 9. So I went over there exclusively, and we chatted, and other people checked in. We didn't get out of there till a little after 10:30. So it's usually the way it is on Sundays.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no sweat. We'll see you tomorrow morning, probably. All right. Take care. Good to hear you. KO6KD, and up to you, John, KR6MR or K6MYC. What's that? Too quick. I got to have it slower, please. Your number again?
Kilo 4 Mike Delta, Bozo number 495.
Hi, Carol.
Is that KD6SW? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, 145. Well, your audio is totally different. You must have changed radios or something. I'm not recognizing you there, Rich. Good to hear you. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, this is KD6 Shortwave. Everybody else is here.
Nah, he's going back to somebody else, Carol. Hang on a second. I'll get his attention for you.
Shortwave, over.
But now that sounded normal. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking to, but that wasn't me, over.
Well, maybe it was another station in there. There must be 2 stations. The problem I'm having, gentlemen, is I've got multipath fading, and I'm hearing every other word, so it makes it very difficult to get call signs and identify who you are. I've got you in here, Rich. You're in, but stand by a second, and let me see if I can pick up this other station. Everybody on frequency here and on the stream, put your ear to the speaker and see if you can dig out this station. And let's get his call and his Bozo number. Go ahead again, please. Come in and give us a check-in. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, over.
Do you want a relay, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a YL. It's Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta. Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta. Carol, over.
P4MD. Yes, I've checked in before. Can you get her Bozo number?
Yeah, doggone it. She said what it was. Carol, what's your Bozo number? Did you get that, Mike?
Well, I'm hearing 165, but I can't be sure. It's just the the multipath QSB is brutal. Over.
No, it's 4905. 4905.
495. Okay. Good evening, Carol. I wish I was copying better. Can you tell me where she's located, Bill, and then maybe I can wiggle the antenna a little bit for her?
Well, just point it towards me, because she's just a couple of miles kind of south and basically south of me.
Okay, well, I'm aimed right at you. Find out what she's running for polarity and power.
Okay. Carol, Mike wants to know what you're running for an antenna, polarity-wise, and how much power you put in out. Are those the HO loops? Oh, okay, and they are stacked. Okay, Mike, she's got a pair of your HO loops at about 20 feet and 100 watts. Over.
I got 100 watts, and the antenna's a whole loop.
A pair of them stacked HO loops at about 20 feet.
And 100 watts. Okay. Well, she wasn't even there on the last transmission, but the problem I'm having most of the time, is enough signal, but it's only there about 2/3 of the time. Every other piece of a word is missing, so she has terrible multipath, and it's canceling her signal out to me. That's the problem. Anyway, tell her thanks very much for checking in. And you're not very strong, Bill. You're way down from your normal signal, so I would assume that's maybe what the problem is. So have her keep trying to check in. We'll undoubtedly work her again and again here. But thank her for coming in. KP4, Mike Delta, K6MYC. Go ahead, Carol.
Yeah, K6MYC, KP4, the signal came way up. The QSB came way up. Copying you now. A good 5x758, over.
Yeah, you're way up, and I didn't do anything, so it's just the band, over.
Affirmative. Thank you so much for the confirmation. And, yeah, it's been about a year I haven't checked in. So, thank you very much, and I won't hold it because I know it may not stay very well. This is Killer Papa 4, Mike Delta.
Okay, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll hear you more often, and then we'll know who you are and where to point, and not that I have to point, but at least who you are. I remember you, but it's been a long time. KP4, Mike Delta, thank you very, very much for coming in. And Rich, up there in Reading, thank you for standing by. Let me shoot it back to you, Rich, and then we'll stand by for Jerry. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Reading, K6MYC.
Okay, yeah, this here is the original shortwave, KD6 West, number 145. And good evening to you there, over.
Yeah, I'm peaked up on you a little bit. You're coming a little bit more north tonight. Good signal. Good to hear you, and thanks for standing by. That was what was bothering me. She had a 5 on her call also, and I kept hearing the 5, but with a different voice. And I knew you were in there, but I didn't sound. Anyway, good to hear you, Rich. Let's see if Jerry's in there. KO6HS, Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel Sugar, K6MYC, over. Oh, no Jerry tonight. I'm sure I would hear him. All right. Well, Rich, thanks very much. I did not hear anything from you on 432. On Thursday night, we did not hear anything, and we had other people listening, and they didn't hear you either. So maybe you just did not make it. We'll look for you. We will look for you tomorrow on 6 meters, probably around 8:30, give or take 8:30, 8:45, something like that. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Reading, and you might get a call from a guy KY4Y. Kilo Yankee 4 Yankee. His name is Bob, and he lives close to you. You might hear from him in the next few days. Over. I missed all of that except the end. I heard you're over, but you were down in a null for the whole transmission, so I did not get that. But I will come back. I'll go to Nevada, and then we'll come back and try again. And just for your information, I do have a 2M 1K2, 1.2 kW amplifier that is up for sale. I'll get with you if you're interested. So that would get you a 1,200 watts of output there on 2 meters, Rich, if you're interested. I have 3 of them, and one of them is not spoken for. It's a 2M 1K2 that we made it at M Squared for quite a few years, and they are still functional, and they still are being repaired as needed. So keep that in mind. 7-3, and we'll look for you on the way back from Nevada. KD6SW, K6MYC, over.
Golf, Yankee.
Hey, Phil.
Be standing by.
K759.
Ready.
Okay. You were covered with other callers, Rich, but no problem. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Good evening, Phil. And I got you, John. KR6MR will be right there. Got you, Phil. And thanks for checking in here. And, of course, we'll see you in the morning. Did you ever get a hold of Greg?
I did talk to Greg, and he gave me his schedule, and sounds like he's pretty busy. But I will keep reminding him, over.
No, not a problem. I just was hoping to hear him. Always want to have another check-in when we can get him. Okay. Thank you, Phil. Good to hear you. Good to have you in there this morning, and we'll look for you tomorrow as well. Sounds like Bill's feeling better, so he should be in there tomorrow morning as well. WB6GGY, K6MYC.
If I have to give you Barbara's call so that she can check in and give you another check-in on 2 meters here, over.
Okay, so Barbara needs a Bozo number, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she will need a Bozo number, and I will let her know all about it.
Okay. Would you do me a favor, Rob, and give a Bozo number to, what's your call sign, Phil?
Barbara's call is KE6, really good person, RGP.
KG, Kilowatt Germany 6, really good person?
Yes, Kilowatt Edward 6, really good person.
Okay, you're really getting weak here.
Fine, Mike.
Okay, KE6, really good person. And Rob's going to give you a number. Here we go.
I've got 1258 there, Phil. 1258.
1258. Roger. We'll write it down. Barbara's writing it down right now also. Thank you, guys. 7373 WB6GGY.
Thank you, Phil. Okay, over to you, John. Sorry to keep you waiting there. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Also, check in Jeff KE6ILX. He was mobile, and I guess he was pretty weak, over.
Okay, 96. I'll put 96 down, KE6ILX. Thank you for that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that, Mike, but everybody was talking.
There's somebody else underneath that. Who was the other station? Go ahead, please, K6MYC.
Did you copy Jeff, over?
Yeah, I heard him. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I was down on 200 talking to Carol there for a minute. Anyway, KE6ILX here, mobile, draft knowledge, and sorry I've missed you guys. I tried to check in out from way out in the desert, but just wasn't hearing you guys. KE6ILX.
Okay. I got most of it. You got plenty of signal, but it's the same problem I was having with KP4. Mike Delta, she's chopped up and you're chopped up, so the audio level is varying greatly. and there's not a lot of margin, so it's hard to copy, particularly with my old tired ears. I'm not listening with my Bluetooth tonight. My Bluetooth in the shack here in the barn is not working right. I've got to work on it, but I just haven't had a chance to see if I can figure out why. It works for about 2 minutes, and then it quits. I can't figure out why it's doing that. Anyway, so that's why I don't have my best ears on tonight, Jeff. Good to hear you. Hopefully things going well there. KE6ILX 96, K6MYC in the group.
Okay, 73, Mike.
73, thank you. And back to you, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Mike. You're getting a little watery. I'll let you go. Look for you tomorrow night on 6 meters. Over.
Yeah, well, that's the same problem I'm having. But the watery sound turns into chopped up, like it's just little pieces. Everybody gets chopped up with it. You're strong enough to chop. The small pieces are enough to get through along with the big pieces. It's horrible when it gets like that. All right, 7-3, John. We'll see you tomorrow night on 6 meters there. KR6MR in the group, K6MYC. Anybody else before we go to Nevada? Over.
Oh, well, Bozo 410. Good evening, Mike.
I had a feeling you might be there, Rush. Good evening.
Roger. US flight. Yeah, everything's good, Mike. Yeah, just had some free time. I've been working on a project that's been taking just pretty much all my free time. It's a radio project, actually building a power supply modulator. So it's all done now. Works great on AM, of course. But I'm done with that. I got more time for Bozo Nets and so forth and things like that. So I just wanted to get on the list and hope everybody's having a good evening. So I'll send it back to you, Mike, K6MYC, KW6T, Bozo 410 in Latrobe.
Okay, well, thanks, Russ. Good to hear you. We've been missing you the last couple of weeks, but I knew you had lots of little projects going, but it sounds like you're coming to an end of that one. So we'll look forward to hearing you more often here. Always a good signal. Although everybody's way down from normal. You're usually blasting me here, and you're not blasting me. You're just a nice, good, solid signal, but not strong like you are normally. So there's some kind of a path disturbance here between my place and Sacramento and up the valley there. I did hear Redding okay. Not better, not as good as usual, but pretty decent. So who knows? Anyway, 7-3, Russ. Anything from you, Rob, KM6SRR?
Yeah, sure. How you doing, Russ? KW6T, KM6SR. Sounding good over here.
Very good, Rob. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, you're fine here. A little fluttery, and I could actually hear Jeff off the backside of the beam. That was kind of interesting. Very weak, but certainly copyable. So strange conditions tonight, and so hopefully it'll be better on Wednesday.
Yep, you were a little watery in the beginning, but you cleared up there, so good hearing from you there. Thank you, Russ. KW6T, KM6SR.
You got low humidity. It dried right off.
Okay. All right, Rob, 73. Have a great evening. KM6SRR from KW6T. Back to net.
Thank you, Russ. Good to hear you. 73s, and thanks for checking in here. Anybody else? I hear voices way down in there, but there's somebody talking to somebody else. I don't think they're trying to check in here, but we'll keep moving the antenna. We'll get you sooner or later. Anybody else before I go to Nevada? K6MYC.
W6PQL.
Oh, way late, but I'll put you in here, Jim. We'll be back for late checks and missed. If you can hang around, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Mike, I can barely hear you. I've got a high noise level here tonight. In fact, it's S5 with the noise blanker off. So you might need to orient the antenna a little bit further north for me, because it seems like I just can't hear you. I can't hear your voice in there, so I'll have to listen to your reply on the stream, I think, rather than on the radio. So back to you, K6MYC, W6PQL.
You're loud here. Use the stream. I'm beamed at 350, 345 to 350 right now. I'm at 345 to 350, but I'll come back. I'll be back in the Bay Area in about 10 minutes for late checks and missed. Over. Well, maybe he's not listening to the stream either. Anyway, can anybody else hear Jim that's hearing me? Just tell him he'll be back in about 10 minutes in his direction. Over.
Hey, Jim, W6PQL, this KM6SRR. Yeah, I was hearing you on a bounce pad. I'm not sure if you're still there, but Mike will be back in a few minutes on late checks and missed for the Bay Area. Over.
Through the noise that I've got here, I've got an S5 noise level, and you're extremely weak. Over.
Hey, Jim, I got that S5 noise level. I can shout a little louder, I guess. Haha. Anyway, Mike will be back in about a few minutes there. Over. Oh, no, I'm not hearing him now, Mike. Go ahead. KM6SR, back to net.
Yeah, well, he didn't come back to you because he isn't hearing you either sometimes. You must have caught him on the peak there. He's struggling with that noise level he has. Well, I normally catch him earlier. He's much later than he normally is. He hardly ever checks in this late. All right. I'm in toward Nevada now. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Okay. Good evening, Richard, and good to hear you. Welcome back, although we did work you the other night on 432. Did you figure out what was going on with that 9700?
No, I'm really not sure. I had the preamp on. I had everything seemed to be working right, so there's either something I don't understand or it's got a weak front end. It was kind of interesting. The noise level goes down instead of up when I turn on the preamp. In fact, the noise level almost disappears when I turn on the preamp. Over.
Okay, well, you've got a blown front end. The front end is blown, so that's got to be fixed before you're going to be able to use that radio.
Yeah, okay, so how does that happen?
Well, I don't know. Maybe your dad blew it or something by putting RF into it by accident. I blew my front end. I blew my front end by transmitting to it from the moon bounce station, so to speak. One way or the other, I had that moon bounce station on, and then this one in the shack here, and they two big high gain antennas apart by about 200 feet with a megawatt of ERP, and it takes out the front end. Over.
Okay, well, that sounds like I guess I have to find some ICOM place that'll service it.
Well, ICOM will fix it for you, there's no question. And they would probably be the best ones, so they're still in warranty and all that. It's just a matter of getting it up there to them, and they can go through it while they have it, make sure everything else is okay. Over.
Yeah, okay, well, it's probably long past warranty. He's had it for probably, 5 years or so, but he's never used it on anything but 2 meters.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was bad from the beginning. When you call ICOM, I would call ICOM and tell them what you heard, what you just told me about the preamp, that the noise level goes down when you turn the preamp on, and they probably will confirm what we already know. I would see if you could talk to a technician there, and that way, before you send it up for nothing, maybe it's something stupid on the front, but that's not right. It could be fixed down here. I think Ken Holden, WA60AB, fixed mine, but I think you'd be better off sending it to ICOM and see it. It's probably still under warranty, but you better call them quickly. Give them the serial number, and they'll probably be able to check the warranty with that. Over.
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate it. I'll give them a call and find out what the story is with it. And I don't know kind of what happened to it, but it brings me to the next question. There is essentially I get this thing fixed, and I'll have 1296 capability too as soon as I come up with some antennas.
Well, that's exciting. Yeah, that's good news. Yeah, that's good news, Sir Richard. So yeah, let's get you as fixed as quick as you can. But I would call them before you send it, so you can make sure. You'll probably get an RMA number also for an RMA number so that they know what's going on when it comes in. But call them first to see if you can get to a technician. Might take half the day to get them to call you back, but it's worth it before you put it in the mail. Over.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Plus, they could probably give me a couple of quick things to check to make sure that it's broken, but pretty sure that it is.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Obviously, Daniel could get through it, but they still hear. It's just it's not being heard with the front end. It sounds like the front end is blown.
Yeah, because I could barely hear Daniel, and he's right there.
Oh yeah, then you really it's blown. There's no question. Now, how it happened is anybody's guess. Since you never even had an antenna on it on 432, how could you blow the damn thing? So I'd explain that to ICOM as well. Over.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to ask because it was never used for anything but 2 meters.
Wow. Well, what a nice gift. Is it for yours or just a loaner?
Oh, well, it's mine now. He's not going to be using it again because he's in the VA home permanently.
Okay, so he doesn't have a ham shack anymore, huh?
No, that was a sad thing. It was kind of hard, but I had to take his shack apart and pack up his radios and take down the antennas and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's probably why we didn't hear you on 40 meters here. Okay, well, good deal. I'm glad that you've got it, and it'll put another person up there on 1296, and you and Daniel can maybe work with Larry a little bit and get all 3 of you back on 1296, and then we can work on getting you some power up there. Over.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Get some get on 1296. Never been there.
Well, that's an interesting band. I work Daniel quite regularly with his 20 watts, so you can talk about antennas. And, there's different ones out there that are available.
Yeah, we'll have to look around and see what we can find. But anyway, yeah, I was a little disappointed it didn't work on 432. I thought it'd be a nice surprise, but yeah, I was suspicious when I never heard you, and then could barely hear Daniel.
Yeah. Well, you were not loud. You were readable 99% of the time. So overall, it was a better than the old way, and of course without a comparison. But you should have been up by about 10 dB. You had 8 watts before, and you have 75 when it's cranked up all the way on with that one. Over.
Yeah, well, that's what I was hoping. It would be a nice, a much stronger signal on sideband. But well, next time.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Daniel, are you there? KE7UQL, K6MYC, and then we'll look for Eric.
There is 272.
I got 272. Go ahead.
Yes, Mike, I'll keep this short so you can turn back to the west. Can you take a phone call from me in the morning, over?
Yeah, that should be okay. After 9?
9 a.m., around 9 a.m., your office hours?
Yeah, or later. The later, the better.
Okay, will do. I want to finish the conversation we were having on Thursday night, over.
Yeah, okay. And you can also catch me on 40 meters, 7137, over.
Okay, we'll see. Maybe the phone is better. We'll see what we can do. KE7UQL 73.
Okay. Well, if nothing else, you'll know when when I'm free with the guys that I'm talking to on 40. If you listen there and check in briefly, and then I'll say, okay, I'm open now. Give us a call.
Okay, Roger, got that.
Alrighty, good, Daniel. Thank you. Let's see if Eric is in here. Eric, let me move the antenna back a little bit here. Oh, how about Greg? Is he in here? W6WAI K6MYC.
Are you out there, Greg? W7DAI KD6BQ.
Okay, as long as you're calling him and getting nothing?
Yeah, negative on Greg for me.
Call up and Eric, see if Eric's in there.
Yeah, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ, KD6BQ, you on frequency, Eric?
K6MYC and then KD6BQ, this is N7 VAZ, both 1193, 1193, over.
Yeah, 1193, 1193, we have you, Eric, good evening. It's a little watery, but everybody's watery tonight in this direction, so it's just the band. But 99% copy. N7 VAZ 1193 K6MYC, over.
Thanks, Mike. I've got good copy on you at the moment. It's been up and down, but you're in a good spot. 73 N7 VAZ.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see if Rob copying you. Eric, you got him?
Yep, how you doing, Eric? N7 VAZ KM6SRR. Yep, sounding good, Eric.
KM6SRR from N7 VAZ. Sitting there, a little flutter, but not too bad.
Yeah, a little fluttering. Well, you're kind of weak, but just above the noise there. This is KM6SR DMO7. Over.
Dropped out on me completely.
Okay, yeah, he came back to me, and then I lost him, I think.
Okay, 7-3, Eric, thank you. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, if you can still copy, K6MYC. And Richard, thank you, 73s. And Daniel, we look for you tomorrow morning on 40 and then on the phone. Good evening, guys. K6MYC Bozo Net, going back to the Bay Area. Did.
Here, as you heard him, so poor guy has something wrong with the radio. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you, Jim, and you can pass it to Tom, and I'll just be monitoring. I bet you
I got you, Gary. 1090. Good evening, K6MYC for WB6WNR.
Oh, Mike, are you copying me okay?
Well, not very well, but I'm not necessarily peaked on you.
Oh, okay, Mike, I'm using the vertical antenna. Let me switch to the beam, and line on Tom. Let's see, Jim, line you taking, and Tom wants to get in there too. W6PTL, W679, switching to the beam.
Okay, Mikey, you're going to need Bozo number 351 and also 801. Those are the two that checked in with us, unable to hear you, over.
775.
And 775.
I hear Mike there, 775. Now, what were the other two? I don't recognize those numbers at all, Jim.
Well, you're real hard to copy, Mike. Something's going on there. It's probably your antenna position, or maybe you're not running your amplifier, but you think you are, but you're extremely way covered.
Well, I'm pegging the watt meter at 1500, Jim.
And Mike, I hear you okay. You may want to work with Jim, but you're about the same. I don't get it. But back to you, Mike.
Yeah, you're very loud now. I picked on you a little bit more. Well, just tell Jim I'm copying him fine, but have him give me those other two numbers again. The band is all broken up. We've got multipath and watery signals, and it's broken. Very rapid flutter QSB type stuff, over.
Okay, I got you, Mike. Let's see, I can give you these two numbers now.
Go ahead.
351 and 801, and the last number, or the third number here, is 775. By the way, your on-screen thing says you're pointed at Sacramento, but this is the first time I've been able to copy you, wherever you are pointed, really.
I'm right at you, 288, 289, 286, something like that.
Okay. That's fine. At least I can hear you. This is where I normally hear you, you know, in the antenna position that I've got, but your on-screen gizmo says you're pointed at Sacramento.
Well, it should say 286.
He's probably delayed.
Well, it doesn't.
Okay, Aaron just said maybe it's a delay. How long is the delay on that one, Aaron?
It should only be 4 seconds, but if he doesn't have it all the way up at live, he's probably watching it from a couple minutes ago.
It's me. I guess we had an outage with the internet or something like that. It's correct.
Okay, he found it while you were talking, Aaron. I didn't copy what you said, but apparently it's a setting. You either have a long delay or a 4-second delay, and I think you were on the long delay bit, Jim. Over.
Yeah, that's what it was. I had to reorient pull the slider all the way to the right, and then I got all the correct readings off the thing. But anyway, I didn't hear you until just now, so glad you pointed at 286, because I wasn't hearing you until now.
Yeah, well, my normally heading for you, the best hitting is 287 to 288, but I think I'm at 286 right now. Close enough. Give me the numbers again. I got 350 something and a 30 something, but I want to confirm I heard them right. Go ahead.
No, it's 351 and 801 and also 775.
Okay, well, I don't recognize the numbers, so who are they? Can you give me call signs?
Yeah, 351 is KR6DD, King Roger 6 Delta Delta. And then we've got Tom is 801, and I didn't write down Tom's call sign. I should know it, but I just didn't jot it down. You know who 775 is, though?
Oh, yeah, no, I heard Mike okay. I just didn't catch these other guys. I just don't know either one of them. Are they in the Bay Area?
Yeah. Well, Tom's in San Jose. I'm not sure about the other fellow, 351. I guess that's Andrew. And we're just not sure where he's located, but Gary knows where he is.
Yeah, he's in Menlo Park.
Okay, but he hasn't checked in for just ages. That's why numbers are completely blank to me. Even the call signs don't ring a bell, so it's been a long time. Anyway, let's see if I can hear him there in Menlo Park. I should be able to be pointed awfully close to that direction. Menlo Park, Bozo number 351. Do you copy? Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie, over.
Well, you're probably not going to hear KR6DD. I'm not sure if he's vertically polarized or not. That could be one of the issues. And the other issue is that his radio is unintelligible on sideband. We had to listen to him on CW to get the info.
Okay, so he's going to be working on that. And let's try 801. 801, Bozo 801, are you copying me? This is Mike, Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie, over.
Yeah, Mike, I copy you really well. K6MYC, NT6S, Tom in San Jose, over.
Well, good to hear you, and welcome to the Bozo group. We haven't heard you for a long time there. I think it's been quite a while. Anyway, good signal over here, no problem. So you're at least coming in, and you can check in directly. We're, of course, in here every Sunday night and Wednesday night on 2 meters and in all the other bands as well. I'm net control for all the bands, so we usually can check you in on any band from 6 to 1296, over.
Roger. Well, I'm slowly getting the station back together after 4-year medical leave. I'll tell you more about that some other time, maybe when I talk to you at 40 meters in the morning sometime, over.
Yeah, Roger, no, that'd be fine. Jump in anytime, 7137 plus minus QR Mary, but we're usually on 7137 there. All right, very good, Tom. Great to hear you, and I'm glad you've gotten through your medical issues. I know all about that. We spent 5 years with the wife and fighting the big C, so hope you didn't have that, but it probably sounds like that's sort of what was going on there. Anyway, we'll catch up with that stuff another time. Maybe 40 meters is a better place to do that. All right. Let's see. I got another Tom in here that I missed also, but let's just see if there's anybody else that needs to check in. I haven't heard AB6SR. Stan, did you wake up? But I'll be darned. Stan's usually in here. Maybe he got too deep in the Merlot today. Maybe not. Okay. Anybody else in the Bay Area before I go to Santa Cruz for late checks and missed? Okay, that's it. Good evening, guys. I'm going to slide over to Santa Cruz here and make one more call and see if we can get anybody. 2. There we are. AF6 United, are you there? KW6 Sugar, are you there? They're both wiped out from the contest. Okay, let's go down and get Eddie, Rob.
Okay, roger, roger. KE6BK, Eddie on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net. KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by.
We could also get W6PYP or W6LAD and 6SWR, missing a lot of folks down that way today. W6LAD, W6PYP, KE6BK. Anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley on 2-meter Bozo Net, K6MYC? Any leftovers? Anybody left over in the Los Angeles direction? Los Angeles and San Diego will take your Bozo number up here if you're hearing us. This is California in near Fresno, Kilowatt 6 Mexico, Yokohama, Canada, calling and standing by, taking check-ins for the Bozo Net. Over. Boy, crickets.
Yeah, I thought maybe we might hear Mark in here.
I haven't heard Mark. I did call for him earlier. Call for everybody, N6BYH, WA6OIB. Every call I could conjure up.
ClubNet tonight either, so he must have something going on.
You want to give me a count?
Okay, hang on. I'm counting 43.
Well, that's not bad, is it?
No, not too bad. We got a lot of new ones tonight, though. That's interesting.
Yeah, new oldies, but they were different anyway. People that haven't checked in for ages. That was good. Nice to hear Russ again, too, KW6T. And we did get 3 out of 4 out of the Nevada area, so that's not bad.
Yep, I was hoping to get a grid square from Eric, and then I could put him down as a contact.
Well, Eric, you mean down south at Charlie Mike 95, Eric?
No, Eric N7 VAZ.
Okay, well, he's in DMO9, so you've got DMO9 also, but, I mean, when you work Richard, he's in DMO9 also.
Yeah, but I got to hear it from Eric in order to make a contact.
No, I know, I understand. Next time, he'll be on. Sounds like he's home for at least through Wednesday.
Yeah, and I may have already made a contact. I'll have to go back to my log and see.
All right, I'm out of here. Oh, boy. Strange weekend, but we got a lot of work done. A lot of the little nasty things are getting cleared up here. The inverter is on the wall but not hooked up. That's going to take place probably tomorrow, along with a lot of other things. Got a water line in down to the solar panels so we can rinse them off regularly with a short hose and a high pressure hose sprayer. So that's almost done. And that's about it.
That sounds good, Mike. You got to have those panels clean, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I get this pollen off the pine trees, and then of course it's very dusty here. Anyway, we haven't had any rain for so long that there is dust from everything. No real serious wind. Wind would make it even worse, but the panels have this yellow glow.
Yep, that's a little pollen mixed in, huh?
Yeah, that's all the pine pollen. My fruit trees, all the citrus are blooming like crazy, so I made them happy today. I watered them really heavily. I think I've got to check one more. I missed one today. I didn't get to it, and I'll get to that tomorrow. But it's an Oro Blanco, which I have two, so I got one of them cleaned up really nicely. But they're happy as hell, boy. They're blooming like crazy. I got flowers and petals all over everywhere on every fruit tree.
That sounds good. How's the tomatoes doing?
How's the what?
The tomatoes.
Tomatoes aren't doing very well at all. I can't seem to get them to get going. They just want to get 2 inches high and then stall. I've replanted them in the regular ground. I've got some in pots and I've got some in the ground, and I hope that something out of 10 or 15 seeds will give me a tomato plant. But they're just not they're not cranking yet.
Huh, yeah, sometimes they can be kind of fussy. I don't know. They're a very common plant, but I didn't have a whole lot of luck growing them either. I get it where the flowers would come on and then no fruit.
I'll be darned. Well, I may have just to go by Lowe's or someplace and pick up some tomato plants that are already good starts.
Yep, I just got a beep on my phone.
Okay, see you guys later. K6MYC Bozo 47 and Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, closing it on March 28th, 2026, and we'll see everybody later.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Aaron.
We'll catch you later.
Good night, Aaron. And I think the system from the barn's working okay, is it?
Yeah, Frank got the computer back up. Apparently it locked up for some reason, but yeah, the map was working this evening, so no worries. And we'll catch you on 222 tomorrow, K6US.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little yellow piece of tape on the computer has a recessed on-off switch. So as I was feeling around, I wasn't looking for recessed things to push. So that's why I couldn't. I knew it was on. I told you it was warm, so it was on, but it was locked up. So if I can find out where the goddamn switch is, I'll be able to turn it on and off, and then I can reset it. But I wasn't out here when he fixed it yesterday. I've been busy with my head underneath citrus trees and orange and roses. Over.
Yep, Roger. Yep, no worries. But yeah, he got it up and running. So, and Rob, your phone going off was me, and it has nothing to do with this net. So you can look at it later. K6US.
Okay. Good night, Darren. Good night, Rob. K6MYC closing and going out of the barn.
Yeah, Aaron, I saw it real quick. I get it. K6US, KM6SR, 73 Aaron, and K6MYC, KM6SR, 73 Mike.
And good night to everybody on YouTube, K6US.
Hi, Rob. Who was the other one?
Hey, that's Eddie, KU6BK down there in Porterville. How you doing, Eddie? Roger, we got you, no problem.
All right, sounds good. We'll let you shut her down. Have a good evening. KU6BK.
I got him, Rob.
Okay, thank you, Eddie. Thanks for being there. I guess it pays off for us to do a little rag chewing at the end.